Good evening. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and for the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may now be seated. Please welcome Connor Malone.
Good evening, friends, family, faculty, Neaaat Board of Directors, honored guests, and most importantly, the class of 2026. Today is a celebration of everything we've worked for and all the challenges we've overcome to reach this moment. Every late night studying, every setback, and every step forward has led us here, and each of you should be proud of what you've achieved. I want to thank our coaches, staff, and families for helping guide us to this point and giving us the support to succeed. No matter where life takes us next, I know this class will continue to soar and roar, overcome every challenge that comes our way, and accomplish great things. As I look out at this class, I see a group of students who not only grew up together, but also truly raised the bar for what it means to be a Griffin. Throughout the years, we've adapted from sharing a college campus to having our own unique space, supported one another through a pandemic, and created memories that will last far beyond graduation. The greatest part of our time as a Griffin hasn't just been our growth as students and leaders, but how quickly Neaaat has grown right alongside us. As the first 6th grade class at Neaaat, we are the last to remember what workout Wednesdays were. But what stands out even more is the impact we've had on the school. We, the class of 2026, have helped to shape Neaaat, from a school that was thought to be for the not-so-typical student, to a school that has helped create the actors and actresses I now see in caps and gowns, who helped build our theater program from the ground up. The athletes who gave everything they had, even when it meant a season full of road games, and the student ambassadors who became the first students to represent Neaaat on a national stage. We, the class of 2026, have built many firsts at Neaaat, and now it's time to build many more firsts for ourselves. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2026. Please welcome President Ward to the stage. How are we all doing tonight? Alrighty, so real quick for you guys, I just have one question. When you think of a school, what comes to mind? For many, it is simply a building, a place where people go to learn, but I believe a school can be so much more than that. For the past 7 years, our class has shown what exactly a school can be. It can be a place where the people inside it create change, leave an impact, and shape it into something greater. When we first started Neaaat together, we were in the 6th grade and at ECSU. And while not everyone here today was with us from the very beginning, those who were could probably describe that time in one word: confusing. We were all trying to figure things out: who our friends would be, what we were going to eat each day, or whether or not we would ever truly understand the ECSU campus layout. And just when everything finally began to settle in, everything changed. COVID-19 arrived, and what we thought would just be a week or 2 away from school quickly turned into a year of RLP days, online projects, and learning from home. And when we finally arrived, we didn't just come back to normal. We came back to an entirely new building, new routines, and a world still adjusting. Once again, we had to adapt, and we did. After all of those unexpected changes, I think we all became a little bit stronger. At every stage, our class kept moving forward. Resilience and adaptability are 2 of the greatest qualities I see when I look at this group of graduates today. And we didn't simply stop at adapting to change, we became the reason for change. As the first class of 6th graders at Neaaat, the class of 2026 has been behind many firsts. Our class included members of the first group of student ambassadors. Anna Montero created a proposal that gave students a voice in board decisions. Yeah. Ivy Brown became the first student to create, lead, and teach a J-term. Emmanuel Morgan created the mural that will remain on our school's walls long after Alyssa Harris is the first student to complete an associate in the science degree in equine training from Martin Community College. And that's only the beginning. The truth is, if I listed every accomplishment our class has done, we might genuinely be here until next semester. But that is exactly the point. Our impact cannot be measured by one speech alone. There we go. It lives in the traditions we helped build, the opportunities we created, and the change that will continue long after we leave. But change has never come easily. Whoop. There we go. All right. Growth requires change, or growth requires challenges. It requires facing uncertainty, setbacks, and moments where the future feels intimidating rather than exciting. Many of us knows what that can feel like. The pressure of school alone can be overwhelming, but for so many here, the presence was only multiplied by jobs, extracurriculars, responsibilities, and personal struggles. There were sacrifices. There were missed opportunities. There were moments we wished we could have done different. But even then, we kept going. And maybe that's one of the greatest lessons our time here has taught us. Change does not just challenge us, it teaches us. Every obstacle we faced helped prepare us for what comes next. And now, what comes next is the future. Today, as we close this chapter and open another, our paths will lead in many different directions. Some of us will go to college, some will join the military, some will enter the workforce, and some will use this time to discover who they are. But no matter where we go, we carry something with us, the strength to create change. The future may feel uncertain, it may feel overwhelming, but if our journey has taught us anything, it's that we are ready, not because we know exactly what comes next, but because we know how to face it. One day, we may forget the schedules, the assignments, or even the hallways we walked every day. We might even forget the orange classroom walls. But we will never forget the growth, the memories, and the power we have to change what is possible. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Be the change that you wish to see in the world." So the next time you think of a school, I hope you think of more than just a building. I hope you think of the people, the memories, and the legacy left behind. I hope you think of change, not just the change we made within these walls, but the change we will carry into the world. Thank you. Now welcome you to the stand, Anna Montera.
Thank you, Hudson. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker this evening. Mr. Samuel T. Stallings was born in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, in the heart of Pasquotank County. He is the proud son of Timothy C. Stallings and Catherine Stallings, and the fourth of 6 children. From an early age, his life reflected the values of faith, perseverance, leadership, and service that would later define his journey and impact within the community. Pastor Stallings is a proud graduate of Pasquotank County High School and continued his educational pursuits at Elizabeth City State University, where he earned a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration degree with a concentration in management. During his collegiate years, he became a loyal and dedicated member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, exemplifying the fraternity's commitment to achievement, brotherhood, and community service. A man of unwavering faith and humility, Mr. Stallings answered the divine call to ministry and was duly licensed and ordained. Today, he serves faithfully as a respected ministry leader, the esteemed founder, pastor, and overseer of Grace Church, Elizabeth City, and the presiding prelate of Families of Faith International Fellowship of Churches. It's a mouthful. Through his leadership, countless lives have been inspired, strengthened, and transformed by the message of grace, unity, and purpose. In addition to his ministry, Pastor Stallings has devoted his life to shaping the next generation through education and mentorship. He proudly serves with the Elizabeth City Pasquotank County Public School System as a business education teacher, athletic director, and head football coach at River Road Middle School in Elizabeth City. His dedication to excellence in education has earned him the distinguished honor of being recognized as Teacher of the Year 3 times. On September 14, 2013, he was united in holy matrimony to his beautiful and devoted wife, Lady Nashana J. Stallings, the Executive Administrator and Radiant Fragrance of Grace Church, Elizabeth City. Lady Stallings is an accomplished scholar who holds 2 master's degrees in social work from Grand Canyon University. Together, they have embraced a shared calling to ministry, mentorship, and community outreach, serving with passion, compassion, and an unwavering excellence. Pastor Stallings is also a devoted and loving father to 3 cherished children whom he considers gifts from God: Prince Samir Stallings, Prince Baylor Jackson Stallings, and Princess Winter Noel Stallings. His love for family is deeply rooted in his belief that strong homes build strong communities. Guided by faith, fueled by purpose, and committed to uplifting others, Pastor Samuel T. Stallings lived by the powerful principle that together everyone can achieve more. Through ministry, education, and leadership and service, he continues to leave a lasting impact and legacy of empowerment, inspiration, and grace. Please join me in welcoming this evening Mr. Samuel Stallings.
It's a big congregation tonight. To Dr. Andrew Harris, our Chief Executive Officer, to Dr. Lane, our Principal, to Ms. Shayla Smith, our Assistant Principal, to Jake Bryson, our Student Success and Engagement Administrator, to all of you on tonight. Good evening, graduates, families, teachers, administrators, and friends. Today we celebrate something important. Not just diplomas in our hands, but the journey it took to earn them. Tonight your heart is filled with thankfulness, nervousness, and gratitude for completeness. Your mind may be wondering this very question: where do we go from here? I want to encourage you before you go anywhere, take a moment to rest in this moment. You worked really hard to get here. Exams, notes, projects, Chromebooks, bus rides, and parents, we know how crazy it can be in the parent waiting line to pick your kids up. Check-ins, EOGs, and EOCs. And not just too long ago, virtual learning. We overcome it all. Most travelers who have traveled a long ways know anything about journeys, know that it means pausing. Pausing for a moment. Pausing equips you for the journey ahead. Your journey does not end here. This is only a milestone and a remembrance of how far you have come. But it's also a continuing marker to let you know you have more accomplishments and more achievements to reach, more joy to enjoy, more laughter, and more happiness to share with others and your family. Your journey has really just begun. I wish I could tell you that the journey will be easy, but if I told you that, you will always remember me as that preacher who lied at our graduation. And I don't want to be remembered as that. Honestly, I can't even tell you that even at graduation you're wondering right now. But what I will tell you is, you can't stop here. So another word of advice is rest in the moment, but keep going. Go as far as you can. Go where no one in your family has ever gone before. Go farther. Go farther. But most of all, go upward. I'll say it again. Go further. Go farther. But most of all, go upward. There's many talented people in this room. You can be a CEO. You can be a welder or a farmer, a lawyer, and even an engineer, a singer, a musician, an airline pilot, a drone operator, a manager, and even an entrepreneur, or even a comedian, and still make more money than I do. What I'm saying is, it's not what you are, it's who you are. Again, it's not what you are. It is who you are. You are the amazing person who made it to your high school graduation. A sad reality is here tonight that there are some who didn't make it this far. So take this moment and use your imagination and close your eyes just for a few seconds. Don't go to sleep on me now. But where do you see yourself in 10 years? Open your eyes. I found myself at my class reunion 10 years after graduating, having amazing conversations and sharing accomplishments and stories with the very people I turned my tassel with 10 years prior. They shared with me the places they had gone, the people they had met, and the phenomenal experiences of not stopping after graduation. We had all realized that the 10-year class reunion was another opportunity to pause and reflect, but not stop. There would be detours, maybe even some wrong turns, some lane changes, some reroutes, and even some U-turns. But whatever you do, keep going. One of my favorite books is the Bible, of course. But another one of my favorite books is Dr. Seuss. And that name of that book is All the Places You Will Go. Because tonight, again, we're just not celebrating diplomas. We're just not celebrating your completion, but we are also celebrating your future. And now, as you stand in one of the strangest and most exciting moments of your lives, because after all the countdowns, after all of the ceremonies, after all of the pictures and selfies and congratulations, one question still remains. Where do we go from here? It is a simple question, but for many of us, it feels enormous. Some graduates here tonight have already know exactly what they're going to do next. It could be college, it could be military service, trade school, a career, or even starting a business, or even pursuing your own dreams. Others are still figuring it out, and that's okay too. And honestly, most of us probably are somewhere in between. We live in a world that constantly pressures us to have a perfect plan. We're asked, what are you going to do with your life? Before we've even had the time to discover who we really are. But maybe the better question is, not what is your plan? Maybe the better question is, what do you want to become? Because where do we go from here is not only about geography, careers, or accomplishments. It is about character. The truth is, life rarely follows a straight line. Many of the people we admire, most did not have it all together or figured out at 18 or 17 years old. The stiff reality is they failed at some point in time in their lives. They doubted themselves, and they had to even start over. What made the difference was, it was not perfection. It was staying persistent. It was courage. It was the willingness to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead was really uncertain and unclear. And that is what this graduation class has already learned again. You learned, really again, how to adapt. You learned about difficult seasons. You learned how to balance the pressures and the expectations and even friendships and responsibilities. You learned that strength is not pretending that everything is okay. Again, you learned that strength is not pretending that everything is okay. But you learn how to persevere. You learn how to keep going. We are going forward. Not fearlessly, but fear will always exist. Be courageous. There's a difference. Fear says, what if I fail? Courage says, what if I grow? Fear says, stay where it's comfortable. Courage says, take the opportunity. Fear says, you're not ready. Courage reminds us that nobody is fully ready. As you leave Neaaat behind, we'll discover something important. Success is not a straight climb forward. Sometimes success looks like getting back up after you've been knocked down. Sometimes it looks like asking for help. Sometimes it looks like changing your mind. New people will enter your life. New passions will emerge. New strengths will reveal themselves. That's the thing that the future holds for all of us. Every new chapter gives us another chance to become better than we were yesterday. Again, every new chapter causes us to be better than what we were yesterday. No accomplishment makes us more valuable than another person. The strongest people are often the ones willing to listen, learn, and grow. Carry this gratitude. One day we'll all realize that the moments that we thought were ordinary were actually unforgettable. Hope is what builds futures. Hope is what reminds us that even in difficult times, better days are still possible. And despite what the world sometimes says about young people, I believe this generation is capable of doing extraordinary things. How to come more common, how to keep moving forward. Tonight is not just the ending of your story, but it's the beginning of another chapter. It is the turning of another page. Years from now, you may not remember any of this, but you will remember the excitement that you felt. You still will remember the possibilities that you thought about. So graduates, wherever you go from here, wherever your path is clear or uncertain, know that your worth is not measured only by titles, money, or achievement, but the lives you touch and the person that you choose to become. The future waits on you, not perfection, but for people willing to show up and work hard. In the words of Buzz Lightyear, if I ask you the question again, where do we go from here? To infinity and beyond. God bless you.
All right, before I present the class of 2026, I would first like to thank Mr. Stallings for being our guest speaker today. Please accept this token of appreciation. I would now like to recognize the junior marshals for our ceremony. The following students met the academic criteria and are marshals for the class of 2026. Please stand when I call your name. Kendall Bowen. Theodore Bowen. Alyssa Felton. Eli Fenimore. Joelle Hagee. Elizabeth Huey. Ariana McNair. Kaylin Rosado. Xavier Stevenson. And Charlie Williams. Please join me in honoring these marshals with a huge round of applause. You may be seated. Board of Directors and Dr. Harris, it is my honor to present the class of 2026. As a class, these 85 seniors have accumulated an extraordinary amount of scholarships to the sum of over $2,018,450. They have been accepted into numerous colleges and universities or plan to serve our country as part of the U.S. Armed Forces. The class of 2026, during their high school career, have helped accumulate 3,017 college credit hours during their time at Northeast Academy for Aerospace and Advanced Technologies with our educational partners of the College of the Albemarle, Martin Community College, and Elizabeth City State University. At College of the Albemarle and Martin Community College alone, Neaaat seniors have earned 2,667 credit hours. Please stand if you have completed hours at the College of the Albemarle or Martin Community College. Neaaat will have 34 students that have completed an associate's degree and 9 students who have completed career and technical education certifications or pathways in aviation maintenance, information technology repair, computer-aided drafting, HVAC, electrical systems technology, nurse aid, and welding, respectively from the College of the Albemarle and Martin Community College. Would those graduates please stand? These young men and women completed rigorous and demanding coursework scheduled to accomplish an associate degree or certificate while also completing Neaaat graduation requirements. You guys can be seated. Would all the seniors that have successfully completed transferable hours at Elizabeth City State University please stand? These seniors have completed over 348 transferable hours. You guys can be seated. We value internships and appreciate our business partners that have welcomed our students into their businesses. The class of 2026 has had 56 seniors complete at least one internship. These students have completed more than 7,800 hours of on-the-job training and real work experience. Please stand if you have participated in at least one internship. Please stand if you participated in the National Flight Academy. Our Neaaat family continues to honor Mr. Norm Scaria by sending students to the National Flight Academy. Mr. Scaria's image hangs on the walls outside of our aviation classroom. Many of our Neaaat graduates had the opportunity to be guided and inspired by him in the field of mathematics and aviation. Although he is no longer with us, we hope his passion for learning and giving back will live on in our hearts for years to come. Please be seated. Neat Griffins are bound for Appalachian State University, Campbell University, College of the Albemarle, Davidson College, Elizabeth City State University, East Carolina University, Loyola University in Chicago, New York University, NC Central University, NC State University, Old Dominion University, Temple University, UNC Chapel Hill, UNC Charlotte, UNC Greensboro, Unity Environmental University, and UNC Wilmington. The class of 2026 has received scholarships from the following post-secondary institutions: Appalachian State University, Drexel University, UNC Wilmington, NYU, NC State, ECU, Meredith College, the University of South Carolina, Davidson College, Loyola University in Chicago, DePaul University, Campbell University, UNC Charlotte, UNC Greensboro, Guilford College, Howard University, Old Dominion University, the University of Louisville, and UNC Chapel Hill. We have many students entering into STEM-related careers such as engineering, marine biology, the medical field, forensics, cybersecurity, and computer programming. Whew. If you plan to enter a STEM career, please stand. Thank you for continuing your passion for STEM in the next step of your life. Oh, you already did it. You seated. Neat alumni will also choose to serve our country in the U.S. military. Please stand if you have enlisted or plan to enlist in one of our country's armed forces. Dedication and future service to our country. Please be seated. We have many students that have served in leadership roles for their class. With the 2026 National Beta Club members, student government members, and student ambassadors, please stand. Have worked on behalf of their class and school to organize community service, school-wide events, and to influence school design. Please be seated. The NEAT class of 2026 has demonstrated a high commitment to academic success and given their time to develop skills to lead in the future. Dr. Harris, it is my honor to present the class of 2026 as candidates for graduation. They have met all requirements set forth by the board and the state of North Carolina.
Okay, prepared. The class of 2026, please stand. Having
having received your confirmation, Dr. Lane, that the aforementioned students successfully completed all graduation requirements set forth by the state of North Carolina and the Northeast Academy for Aerospace and Advanced Technologies Board of Directors, and by virtue of the authority vested upon me by the board, I hereby accept your presentation of the class of 2026 and confirm their graduation. Congratulations.
Whereas each graduating student is entitled to receive a diploma of high school graduation and all the benefits thereto appertaining, now, as I call your name, please join us on the stage to receive your diploma. Row 1, please rise. And everybody else sit down. And make your way to the stage. Olivia Grace Wajang Aldridge. Abigail Caitlin Berry. Michaela Marley Bassnight. Mackenzie Amelia Beagle. Madeline D. Benton. Ann Spivey Brown. Lane Hart Blackburn. William Blakeney Carpenter. Gael Cernus. Michael P.J. Clancy II. Zakai Unique Clay. Mason Urban Farrell. Kian Everett Folsom. Bryson Tate Brumpkin. Emily Madison Gray. Jamie Suzanne Green. William Thatcher Green. Second row, please stand and move to the stage. Deshaun Trevay Green. Caleb Gerard Guest. Alyssa Storm Harris. Raylan Claude Perrin. River Russ Perrin. Sadie Lynn Herself. Lily Elise Hobbs. Matthew Logan Hoffman. Asa Cooper Holler. Michonne Holly. Declan Lane Nixon. Anna Michelle Nunez Rowe. Lincoln Charles Orozco. Shane Cameron Owen. Dylan Andrew Pelzinski. Justin Sean Purser. Nolan Porter. Addison Elizabeth Potter. Michaela Catherine Brasio. Tanner M. Robart. Aaron Blake Rollinson. Madden Sawyer Salazar. Elijah Valentin Santiago. Xavier Valentin Santiago. Janae Danielle Sawyer. Lucian Alexander Skull. Joey Shago. Stephen Van Schoen. Tomer David Silva. Ashanti Jashari Smith. Chloe Michelle Smith. Abby Nicole Temple. Emmett N. Walker. Hudson Glover Ward. Jamie Michelle Williams. John T. Trappell Wilson. And David Owen Wisner. Please join me. Please join me in congratulating the graduates. Prior to graduation, students wear their mortarboard with the tassel draped over the right side to indicate their candidacy for graduation. Moving the tassel to the left after graduating is symbolic of crossing over from high school to another stage in your life.
Hey, it's about that time, ain't it? For the class of 2026, please rise. Please join me in turning our tassels. Mama, we made it!